I just want to do this quick video, come out and talk about votes and who my family voted for. Well, I want to say the majority of my family are Democrats and they voted for Democrat. In my house though, consists of me, my daughter, and my granddaughter. There's three of us in my household. And out of the three of us, only one of us have a vote. Because, first of all, I'm still an immigrant here and I haven't gotten a citizenship yet. I've been here for over, oh God, 40 something years, almost 50 years I've been here. And well, more than 50 years because I came here at 7 and I'm now 62. So, shit, over 50 years I've been here. Hadn't gotten a citizenship. I never liked this place. So, the only, and then my granddaughter, she's not 18, so she can't vote. So the only vote that was in my house was for my daughter. And so I definitely told my daughter, I says, you gotta vote for the black woman. You gotta vote for the black woman. But she had already known that. She had to vote for the black woman. There was no other choice other than to vote for the black woman. The reason I'm bringing this up is while I was talking to my daughter about voting for the black woman, one of the things my daughter said to me, she says, but what if she doesn't do any of the things that she's talking about? Because you know they all talk a good game. And she's talking about doing this for black people and doing that, and not just black people, but for people on the whole, because she wasn't separating anybody. She was saying what she would do for a family and their households and all the good things that she was trying to do. I guess she didn't convey her message good enough across the USA. Um, she didn't really want to talk about, you know, what what the other side was gonna do regarding Project 2025. She kind of glanced over it a little. She didn't get in depth with it. I guess assuming that people would do their homework, they would do their research, they would go out like myself and buy the book and read up on Project 2025, because when I first heard about it, I didn't know what the hell Project 2025 was. So I decided, I said, let me go on Amazon and buy myself a book and that would explain it to me in layman's terms. So I had my Project 2025 book, even though you could have gotten the book in PDF form on through, if you had Googled the book, you could have gotten the book in PDF form on Google for free. But it was so many pages when I Googled it, and I was like, wow, I gotta sit here and read all these, how many pages? I think it was 6, 7, 800 pages. And I decided I didn't want to read that much. So I went to Amazon and bought myself one that broke it down in 100 pages. I think the book that I bought had maybe 100 pages and broke it down into layman's terms that I can understand it better. So back to what I'm trying to talk about the vote in my house. I had one vote in my house. One vote out of three people, one vote, and we had to give it to the black lady. And when my daughter came to me and asked me, what if she doesn't do some of the things that she said that she's gonna do? I said I wouldn't give a damn if she sat in that White House and sucked her thumb and bite her nails. I want you to vote for her regardless, because what that was going to do was going to make a change in America. And that change would have been, wow, yes, this is the first black woman president that we've ever had. And that black woman would have did good for this country. She would have did excellent. She wasn't going to go in the White House and bite on her fucking nails and suck her thumb. She wasn't going to do that. She was going to do everything that she could to elevate people. You understand? She was going to elevate everyone. And she was going to see that everyone was good in this country, like all black women do. They're like mothers. Black women are like mothers. They have a motherly instinct. They're the mother type. So I didn't care what she would have went in that White House and done. She would have made history. She would have been the first black woman president of the United States. And I think she would have did a whole lot better job than Obama, because I didn't really give two shits about Obama. He didn't do anything. Oh yeah, he started the Affordable Care Act, which helped millions and billions of people in the United States. That's one good thing that he did, but for the most part, or anything else, he deported more immigrants than anyone else that ever came across that seat. So, I don't know out of him and this new one that we've got in power now, who is worse when it comes to deporting immigrants. The difference, I think, is Obama. When Obama was deporting immigrants, he kept that shit quiet. He didn't say nothing. You understand? So yeah, I had that one black vote. I had that one vote in my house, and that vote had to go to the black woman. As to where this black woman is now, today, she's keeping quiet. You know why she's keeping quiet? And everybody's asking, where's Kamala? Why Kamala is not doing anything? Well, I'm going to tell you why she's not doing anything. I'm going to tell you exactly why, because she's sitting back and watching to see how far this man is going to go and all the stuff that he's getting ready to do to put this country in a hole, right? And she's not saying or doing anything. What she's sitting, you know what she's sitting back saying? I told you so. That's what she's sitting back saying. So for all the FAFOs out there, right? For all the FAFOs out there that are regretting their vote now, I don't feel sorry for them at all. If it was left up to me, I would just let the country crash and let it go into a sinkhole, and then see what will happen. These people that felt like they made the right choice, and knowing deep down in their heart that they didn't make a right, because I think they knew. I think they just didn't give a shit. Let this country go down to nothing, and let's see at that point now what they're gonna do. Because I want you guys to remember, black people have somewhere to go. We do. We do. Most of us here are immigrants, so we can go back to our country. Or Africa is always open. They're always inviting us to come back. Burkina Faso right now has where, if you're black and you're in any country and you want to come there and live, they're making arrangements for black people that you can come and become a citizen in Burkina Faso. I was just looking at the paperwork the other day, and I was like, wow, Burkina Faso? Shit, yeah, that's probably not a bad idea. A lot of people are not going to be able to live here any goddamn way once they retire. So they're going to have to find some place to go. Once they're here and they retire and realize that their little Social Security check are not going to be able to afford them anything, they'll probably haul ass anyway. I want you to like, share, comment. Tell me what you think.